In the name of God, the name of Allah al-Halim in Arabic, which means God the forbearing, means the most compassionate, that the Almighty waits and does not neglect, is patient in non-humiliation. Conceals sins and postpones punishment, conceals the unbeliever, the immoral, the thief, the corrupt, the unjust and the immoral, despite his sins. And gives him opportunity time after time so that he may be guided, draw his attention with a sign, and admonish on him with kindness, then he will test him with small trials. Then the big ones to warn him, because the tribulations of the world are more merciful than the torments of hell, and if he is guided and repented, then he will be pure. In the language, foolishness and recklessness is the opposite of the forbearing, and foolish people are ignorant people who rush into anger without thinking and behave in clumsy and insane behaviors and lose their respect of people. Some scholars said, God guides a good servant a year before his death to a good deed that he accepts from him and enters paradise. Hassan Ahmad means that the human body that is soft in its dealings with people will not enter the fire of hell. And the Messenger of God, may God's prayers and peace be upon him, told us in a valid hadith that al-Bukhari reported that whoever released his believing brother as a burden from the distress of the world, God will relieve him of 70 distress from the distress on the day of resurrection. God helps the slave if the slave helps his brother. And in a Sahih hadith that Ibn Hibban reported, he said what it meant. A man said, O Messenger of God, that so and so mentions the greatness of her prayer, charity, and fasting, but that she hurts her neighbors with her tongue. He said she will be in the hellfire. And the same person said another woman, it is mentioned from her lack of fasting and prayers, and that she gives charity with the least and does not harm her neighbors. He said, she is in heaven. From here we understand that there is no use in prayer and fasting without dreaming, patience, restraining anger, and being kind to people. Finish. Subscribe to receive everything new.